It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Brissett going to go to the air right away. That's out wide here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Putting up a man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on him.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air on it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Brissett. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Out left to Dotson. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. To throw, Brissett. This is caught. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A 60-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Well, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Washington first down.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A second down throw for Brissett. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
So many times we talk about coverage, we talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incredible play there. They do get big yards, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slipped on him in the pocket.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Hurts on the option right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Brissett now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They go play action with Brissett. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try to trade their fortunes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
It's the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now we're looking at a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Brissett. And this pass broken up. And contact with the team there. And now 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Play action now. Brissett slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the foot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brissett. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter Tress way as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Commanders 44, Eagles 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But The defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. On first and 10, it's Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. On the option to give to Swift here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3 yards remain for second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. This one out quickly to Watkins. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Howell down to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll go play action. Howell. He'll buy some time right. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Howell. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 32-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Carter in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
But when did you join?
I've been here, bro.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I'm in trouble.
Seriously?
1 sec.
There you go.
Near the goal line, here's Howell. He finds Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Howell and fucking Brissett have dogged me up. I haven't had the best game of Jones. They didn't help me on 1. That was a house call. I forget the first
Yeah, I
pick.
seen the score at one point, and I was like, "What in the world?"
Man's playing well. This team's the quarterbacks haven't missed. Although I knocked Brissett out for the year.
Oh, I guess the fucking until we update. Jesus.
Yeah. You're using Howell now, you
injured.
bitch. It's funny. Makes me laugh at least.
What was the injury?
Oh shit. Torn labrum, I think it said. Fuck. Oh, what's the flag? Oh my lord, not the time. Really not the time, buddy.
Not now, my lord.
For real. Like, come on now. We need touchdowns. The field goal doesn't help. Alright, at least the clock stopped.
Now back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that.
Clock better stop.
And there's a
That's the whole plan, just to fucking get out of bounds.
Alright,
Good.
a lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Got him.
Great hand.
Let's go. Smitty!
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Doesn't let me get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, he's gonna return it. Get him, guys! Please, not like this. He also had a fumble 6 too. I hate it. I want to take more sacks, but I'm just petrified of the fumble 6 that exactly happened. You know?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know what you mean. My bad. I was watching the end of this fucking bet just cash for me. Let's fucking go.
Oh, what a hell of a
Let's
fucking
go.
play. Let's go, Nakobe.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, Bacchus. His palms are sweaty right now.
I just need the ball. I want it back. I want it back. Do I get if I let me get the stop here first.
Yeah.
Let me. Actually, shit. I'm not a fan of something right now. I forgot. Fuck. Please run the ball. Move. Nope, he didn't run the ball. Get him out of bounds. Alright. Thank God, these fuckers. I forgot I set the 25.
Ah, that's what you were saying. I was like, what is he freaking out about that you can't just switch?
That would have been bad. Do I go on the 3D line? I'd hate if he just ran it on me and got it. Would be disgusted if it happens because I'm sinning now. But I'd be more disgusted. Can I just, like, can they fucking how can you fuck up one, please?
Just one.
Just one. Oh! Oh, go.
We got a tie game here in Philly.
Let's go!
Oh my.
We got a
Bro,
dunk!
it was 34-17 at one point.
We got a dunk!
Honestly, I picked your spreads. I genuinely don't care what happens right now. This is just crazy. Moon's collapsing.
That was his fault.
I was like, well, this is cooked.
That was his fault, bro. That wasn't even a bad throw, I don't think. I don't know what happened.
I told you his palms are sweaty. I
want to go back and look at that first pick. I forget if that was mine. If that was my fault. The second pick, that was not my fault. Jalen, unless I didn't see the print. No kick return. No kick return. Are you fucking kidding?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ain't
man.
no way.
Oh. Oh. That's
That
tragic.
is so this game just bailed him out so hard. It's actually pretty sad.
So tragic.
Bro just doing Stevie to get bailed. Oh, you hate to see it, man.
Crazy.
I was about to break something earlier, Joey. You have no idea. I don't know if you watched my game at all.
I didn't see.
Kenny Pickett threw 3 picks, and every single one of them was an overthrow. No. I take that back. 2 of 3 were overthrows.
Oh, can I get a quest? Like, I'm trying to aim you around, Boston.
Did you say something about overtime?
I thought you said all 3 were about to say all 3 were in overtime. I was like, Jesus, man.
No, overthrows, but I was but
That'd been crazy.
But one of them was just the man from another person switched on him and made a good play.
Yeah.
So you score here, what happens?
Huh?
Let's just get there. So I guess that's you score here, what happens?
I don't know. It depends on how much time's left.
That's how you feeling.
If.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I missed him!
And
I threw a pick. Damn. I even tried to pull that back. Damn it, bro. That's tragic by me.
yeah, I did that earlier.
I didn't see it until too late. Damn it.
Yeah, and he still tried to force it in there.
Yep.
Done that fucking too.
That's unfortunate. Oh, we need to stop. He's gonna come out and try to pass right away. But
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Another
that one's my fault.
coming up. That last INT helping to maintain.
Nice. Send him right back in there.
broke.
That's tragic.
They stop it before 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
See if I can trick him here.
From the gun.
I say we need that tackle, Nolan Smith. We need that tackle. We need it air. Oh, I was just trying to get past the next page, bro. Let's chill.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Oh, that's so... that's a little play, yeah. Damn. I forgot I had that season.
Wow, what a play call.
With 1:55 remaining.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him.
The worst part about that is having to hear about it.
What?
Maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
From Moon.
Ow.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage.
What's the fuck? No.
First down, and that should just about do it. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
It's unfortunate, though. I would love to know what would have happened if the kickoff return didn't, but...
Yeah, that's pretty ass. Especially like timing. It's one thing to get one in the game, but right after throwing a pick with 2 minutes left, and you get a kick return, like, that's gross.